Many people desire a living guru. That is a guru living in the physical body. Why? Because such a guru is tangible. We can see him, we can talk to him, and we can hear him. He is real to us because we are used to accepting only that which we can see, hear, and feel as real. All our life we have placed so much importance on these outer things that if something lies beyond this domain, we are no longer sure about its existence. But is the outer world really real? It is not, because everything in it comes with an expiry date. Everything in it will perish. The living guru too will one day die, and so will we. Then what will survive? Only our soul. Only our soul is the truly real thing in this universe, because it alone will survive forever. But do we feel this truth? Not at all. Why? Because we are so focused on the outer perishable world that we ignore the inner eternal world. So what do we need to do to feel and experience our soul? We need to turn our attention away from the outer world and focus it inwards. Spirituality is the name given to this process of going inwards to arrive at the ultimate destination of the soul. As we begin to turn inwards, our subtle inner perceptions develop. People talk about third eye awakening. What is it? It is the name given to the blossoming of subtle perceptions which arise as we come in closer and closer contact with our soul. Then the subtle senses develop. Swami Vivekananda's subtle senses were so highly developed that he could see the subtle form of his guru Sri Ramakrishna long after Sri Ramakrishna had given up his body. We discussed an incident documenting this in our earlier video. Swamiji could see many gods and goddesses, including Ma Durga and Kali. And not only did he hear the voice of the Divine Mother, but he also could feel her holding his hand. Swami Vivekananda also had a clear vision of the past and the future. So these types of subtle perceptions develop when we turn inwards and get extremely close to our soul by overcoming the ego. Now the question arises, how do we go inwards and get in contact with our soul? There are 4 steps to this process. The first thing we have to do is connect with the guru, the teacher or guide. Why is a guru so important on the spiritual path? Think of it this way. Suppose you want to scale Mount Everest. Will you just pick up your hiking boots and just set out on your own? Not at all. You will hire an experienced trainer who has herself climbed Mount Everest and who can prepare you for the long and difficult climb. The trainer will map out for you the easiest path to the top. She will show you where the crevices or the deep gaps in the ice are. She will point out the locations where dangerous avalanches occur, etc. In the same way, in order to reach our soul or God, both of which are one and the same, an expert guide or guru is needed. Just about any guru will not do. Only one who has scaled the peak of soul realization or God realization alone is qualified to guide our journey towards the same goal. Normally, people focus on a living guru so much that they omit to check the guru's qualifications. So having a God-realized guru is the key. Whether such a guru is still living in his physical body or has long ago given up the body is not at all important. God-realized gurus possess such tremendous yogic powers that they can safely guide their disciples even from the subtle realm. Now, after catching on to the right guru or trainer, the second step to scaling the peak of soul realization is to develop a strong, unbreakable faith and inner connection with our guru. Only then can the guru guide us properly. Suppose we have no faith in our trainer. Can we climb up Mount Everest? We can't. So faith in guru is essential. For faith, it goes without saying that the guru has to be genuine. We can't place our faith in imposters and fake gurus. A strong inner connection with a genuine guru helps guide us not only in this life but also in the afterlife. Think of it this way. At the point of death, who will help us transition to the subtle realm. Our friends and family will be left behind here. So who will come to receive our soul in the subtle world? Who will guide us on the other side? Who will help us in our next birth? Only a genuine God-realized guru with tremendous yogic powers can provide such type of help. So a deep inner connection and trust has to be fostered with such a guru. Our faith should not be so weak that if our guru has given up the body, we start to think that he or she has vanished and can no longer help us. Consider the case of Swami Vivekananda. Swamiji got to spend only 5 years of his life with his guru Sri Ramakrishna. After that, Sri Ramakrishna gave up the body. So did Swami Vivekananda become guruless? Did Swamiji start to think that Sri Ramakrishna can no longer help or guide him? Not at all. Swami Vivekananda had fostered such an unbreakable inner connection with his guru that he continued to receive guidance from Sri Ramakrishna, who was now in his subtle body. Same for Paramhans Yogananda. His guru Sri Yukteswar gave up his body when Yogananda ji was still a young man. So did his connection of faith in his guru break? Not at all. So strong was his connection and faith that his guru Sri Yukteswar materialized before him in his physical body. So we too must develop such a strong inner connection with our guru, which is not dependent on our guru being present in the physical body at all. We must transcend the physical world and learn to break our dependence on it. Now, after finding the right guru and fostering a strong, unbreakable faith in him, the third thing we need to do is to put in the preparation, training, and effort to climb the mountain and reach our soul. After all, no trainer can climb the mountain for us. We need to do the hard work or purusharth ourselves. Now, if we want to scale Mount Everest, we will have to first practice scaling other smaller peaks ourselves before a Mount Everest level trainer will take us under her wings. We have to develop our patrata or our worthiness to be trained by the best trainer in the world. When Swami Vivekananda arrived at Sri Ramakrishna's door, do you think Sri Ramakrishna sat and taught Swamiji the ABCs of spirituality from scratch? Not at all. Swami Vivekananda had already gathered tremendous spiritual knowledge even before he arrived at Sri Ramakrishna's door. The pupil had worked hard to make himself worthy of being guided by a guru of the stature of Sri Ramakrishna. How did Swami Vivekananda do this? Swami Vivekananda used to read a lot. He would light a lamp and read well into the night. He had read the Hindu scriptures. He had read Buddhist scriptures. He had read Christian scriptures. And not just this, he even had a tremendous knowledge of Sanskrit, English, physics, and world history. He was not a novice. He had put in the tremendous purusharth to educate himself and make himself worthy. So if you are serious about treading the spiritual path, then the purusharth or self-effort to educate ourselves of the fundamentals of spirituality by reading the books of the right masters, this work has to be done. One cannot escape it. There can be no laziness about it. Furthermore, it is very important to read the books written by the right gurus. Many people tell me, Didi, this guru said this. That guru on TV said this. Why is there so much contradiction? See, just about any spiritual book you find on Amazon or in some bookstore, or just about any guru opining on TV or YouTube will not do. You will get hopelessly confused. You need to read the books written by genuinely God-realized masters. Think of it this way. Suppose we want to obtain a PhD in physics. Then we will need another competent scientist who has also got a PhD in physics as our teacher. If the person only has a bachelor's degree in physics, he cannot guide us at the PhD level. So on the spiritual path too, we need a highly qualified teacher. We cannot pick up just about any person's book and start reading. In the selection of spiritual books to read, we must be very careful and use our vivek and discretion. Only the teachings of genuine God-realized masters must be imbibed. There is in fact a very thought-provoking verse in the Upanishads related to incompetent teachers which Swami Vivekananda has elaborated upon. Themselves steeped in darkness, thinking in their pride that they know everything, these foolish teachers want to help others, and they go round and round in many crooked ways, staggering to and fro, and like the blind leading the blind, both the teacher and the student fall into the ditch. The world is full of these. Everyone wants to be a teacher. Every beggar wants to make a gift of $1,000,000. Just as the latter is ridiculous, so are these teachers. The gurus I represent on the spiritual bee, on the other hand, are all the best qualified teachers. They have written the most wonderful books, and their teachings are consistent with each other because they have attained to the highest truth. They have all attained to God. So each knew the path perfectly and correctly, and hence their books can be safely read without any confusion. Now, as we begin to read the books written by the right gurus, we clear our concepts of spirituality, and the goal and the path become clear. Once the goal and the path become clear, it is easy to follow, and we save a lot of time that is wasted in confusion. Going through their teachings, we learn to introspect. We come to know what we have been doing right and what we have been doing wrong. Now, once we have arrived at this stage of introspection, there is yet a fourth step to be taken to reach the summit of soul realization. This step is to reform our actions and behavior so that our mind becomes sattvic and pure and our ego goes on reducing. When we do this, our meditation elevates by leaps and bounds, and we attract more and more the grace of our divine Guru and God. For such a prepared student, at any point if they need further advanced guidance in sadhana from a teacher in the physical body, then such a teacher automatically appears before them. They need not make any effort to go find the teacher. Walking on this sunlit path, the student quickly reaches the summit of soul realization and God realization. For example, when the Divine Mother determined that Sri Ramakrishna was in need of further guidance from a teacher in the physical body, she sent Bhairavi Brahmani and Totapuri Maharaj to guide him. So for the sincere and prepared student, the divine takes full responsibility for their spiritual progress. So let us accelerate our spiritual journey. Let us start reading the books by the right masters. Many of these books can be downloaded from the spiritualbee.com for free. Links to purchase them are also available. Let us dye our mind in the thoughts of these God-realized masters and implement their teachings to reform our actions and behavior, and then we will see how fast we progress and how these sages come to help us. Thanks for watching, and we'll meet again in the next video.